Welcome back, Crime Fam. We are in week 3 of the Halloween Spotlight Collab Challenge with Tessa and Emily getting featured this week. Now, we did traditional Halloween, and I went with a pagan theme. Now, if you're interested in joining any of our future collabs, please wait to the end of the video where all of the information to enter will be available to you. Now, this week I chose to go with the easy minute kit style nails, where we are going with our gel full cover tips and applying them with acrylic. I already filed off my last set and I still have some acrylic left, so I honestly don't care what color of acrylic I am using because I plan on going in and doing a whole gel polish design. So first, when you do this method, you need to size your tips and make sure that they comfortably fit your nail bed. And then once you have the sizes that you need, you go in and you etch the inside of the tip. Now, if you're using gel, this is a necessity, doing the etching. But if you're using acrylic, you can actually etch with primer. And the monomer itself kind of melts the gel tip and helps form this adhesion that gel does not form with these tips. So if you're just going in with acrylic, you can just use the primer. Now, I'm doing overkill because I want these to last me. I actually took 2 days to do these and I had to work. So that means that I applied them and then prayed so hard that when I went to work before I did the design, that nothing bad happened to these nails. And I really got lucky. So I already sized and I already etched the inside of the tips and primed the inside of the tips. Now, I already prepped my personal nails, which is my normal prep routine. And I'm going in, I dehydrated, and now I'm priming, and now we are ready for the application. So when you apply full cover tips, you do not need huge beads of acrylic. You can use tiny little beads, tiny wet beads. And you need to make sure that you are using wet beads, because when you apply the bead to the inside of the tip, by the time the tip goes to go to your finger, it's already starting to dry, and that creates problems with lifting. So you need to make sure that you are using wet beads. Now, the cool thing about acrylic is when you go to apply your tip with the acrylic on, anything that comes out the sides, literally you can just brush away. You don't have to worry about using a lamp or trying to like finagle your hand under something while you're holding the tip on and it goes crooked on you. I really love this method the best. This is my favorite way of doing nails really quickly. So now while we're doing these nails, and you're going to see me apply all 5, I want to go over Tessa and Emily because these are our spotlight artists of the week. And I am in love with these ladies. Seriously, I love Tessa so much. This lady is the one who brought this group together. She's the one that started this collab. And I really want to pay homage to the originator of all of this and ladies supporting each other. All right, so here is the Tessa Sweet Tea nails. You can find her on YouTube and IG. Look at her YouTube. She does such fun designs and she really goes over them with you guys, but also always supporting these other lovely ladies. And here is her IG where things really get fun. Look at these designs, and she sells her custom press-ons. Seriously, like, look, these are some of my favorite nail designs ever. They're so fun and funky. Oh my God, I love Tessa so much. And she has so much love in her heart for women and supporting each other and all of our dreams. Like, seriously, go follow her. You are gonna love her. And she's freaking hilarious. Like, I told you guys, I want you guys to know my friends. And this is a real friend. So please go check her out because she really is amazing. And I'm so sorry, like, I'm getting a head cold. My children have been sick, and I know that I'm late on this video. But we had some health problems with a family member, and things just did not work out right. So, yeah, I am all congested, and I'm feeling like crap. But I am here. We are here. And I really want to get into Emily now. So, Emily, Queen of Nutmeg, PudPud and Emily. Here is Emily's IG. I am new to Emily, but let me just say it's so fun knowing her and getting to know her. I'm so happy I got to know her. Seriously, she is from the UK and she has that accent that we all love here in the US. Love accents. And her UK accent, what do you call that? Ah, I love hearing it. And then here you can find her on YouTube, The Chronicles of Queen Emily Nutmeg, PudPud and Emily. I love her name. It's just so different. It's so long. It's just so fun and funky and quirky. So definitely go check her out. You're gonna love her nails. You saw everything. Oh my God, these ladies are amazing. And I really want you guys to go check out some new, smaller channels, small content creators. You know, it's nice to find little gems, hidden gems that other people don't know about. You know, these people, they could be big one day. Huge. Like huge, and you know, you could meet them first. Why not? All right, so after applying the full cover tips, I do go in and fill in the end or the free edge with just a little bit of acrylic, just for that structure and so that, you know, they kind of look cohesive. But I am huge on with the lazy girl method or the 1, 2, 3 go method or the minute kit method. I am huge on filing the cuticle area. I see a lot of people applying full cover tips and they don't file their cuticle area. And I like a filed cuticle area look. That's my personal opinion. It's just something that I'm into. I really do love flush cuticles. I like where it's blended. And that's one thing that I am huge on when I do full cover tips is filing that cuticle area and making sure that it is blended. I really love it. And it just brings them to a whole nother level of looking clean, looking professional. So definitely if you do the full cover tips and you don't mind, you know, the other type of cuticle area where it is a little bit raised up, that's not an issue. It's not ugly at all. It's just, I have a preference for liking blended cuticle areas. So I make sure that I go in and I file the nails up, blend in the cuticle area. And now we are going to go in because I kind of overfiled my cuticle area and I want the gel polish that I'm going to lay down to really look right. I'm going in, I primed my cuticle area because I want to make sure that there's no lifting at the cuticle area, that these grow out flawlessly. I am going in and covering that with base gel. Now, our rubber base gel is super thick, so make sure if you use our rubber base gel that you kind of work slow with it. If you try to work fast, it will kind of be a little bit rougher on you. Working slow because it's so thick and stays where you put it. Working a little bit slower pays off in the end with our rubber base gel. Now, I am making sure that I fill in the cuticle area really nice. So when we go in with our gray gel polish, that it gives this rounded, clean look at the cuticle. Now, just remember, everywhere you put base gel, when you go in with your colored gel is going there. So if you let base gel flood your cuticles and touch your skin, I don't care how hard you try. After you've cured that and it's touching your skin, when you go in with your colored gel, it is going to flow onto that base gel. It literally attracts the colored gel. So make sure that you're clean with your base gel application and then cure that and go in with your color gel, and you should have a really pretty cuticle area. Very clean, very crisp. That's something that I really look for when I'm doing nails, making sure that my cuticle areas are super clean. Now, all right, here we're going to go in. I went in with a light gray, and now I'm going in with just dry brushing some black gel paint onto the nails just to make them look a little bit foggy or hazy. Now, once I get a little bit of black base or black paint gel onto the nails, I actually clean my brush off and then start dry brushing so that it really kind of like blends it out onto the gray. I want everything to look foggy but still cohesive, if that makes sense. So make sure you keep continuously cleaning your brush when you're dipping it into that black gel onto your nail and trying to, you know, ombre or spread it or blend it out, that it just kind of builds up with black gel in it. So just continuously keep wiping it off because you really do want your brush to be dry. Now, all right, so what I'm doing for my design for traditional Halloween is I'm going back through the ages, right? So before Christianity was recorded, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with people over when Christianity was created, when it was recorded, when it was whatever. Okay, we're not here to argue. History is history. Whoever wrote it down, there were lots of liars. There were lots of people who were mistaken. And that's just a fact. And I'm not going to argue with those things. Paganism is something that predates Christianity by several thousands of years. Now, the reason for that obviously is lack of education with paganism. And I'm not talking about it as a religion. I'm talking about it as a society. You don't understand what thunderstorms are. So they're believing that, when a thunderclap happens or a lightning strike happens, that is the gods, and they are mad, and they worship several different gods. But one thing that I can take away from paganism, one thing that I am seriously fond of with paganism, is their natural attraction to the land and the sun and the wind and the sky, and just the beauty of the earth, and really just paying homage to that. They really did worship our earth and really trying to take care of it and respect it and loving what it gives, the fruit that it gives. Now, if you want to talk about witches and, religions, that's getting into something a little bit more different. There's lots of different types of pagans, but I'm just talking about a lifestyle when I am talking about it. And Halloween kind of it's big in pagan lifestyle. Now, fall is a beautiful time of year. It's when everything that was beautiful and came out in the summer dies. And it's making way, it's cleaning the earth and really just making way for rebirth. And people throughout history celebrate that. And, the winter, the fall, the summer solstices, celebrating the death and rebirth of our earth is just, I've really always been fascinated with that. And I don't want to get into it in detail, but it is something that is amazing, and I can't take away from paganism that, celebrating Mother Earth and what we have been given. I don't care who you believe gave it to us, but I'm just saying it was given to us. And celebrating it for all of its beautiful nuances. And Halloween, throughout history, Halloween was given a bad name by people who just didn't understand. So when people would get together and do fall harvests, and you had a lot of apples, and people would dance, the days were getting shorter, and you didn't have nearly as much sunlight. It was a lot cooler. You didn't have to be out in the fields planting. You didn't have to be out in the fields doing anything because you have harvested, and now you need to prepare everything for winter. And people would celebrate, they would enjoy these cool fall days. And as people started learning about religions and, starting to fear the darkness, that's where Halloween stems from. People actually putting on scary masks and stuff to ward off evil spirits. It's one of the earlier renditions of it. Depending on what society you look at, there's lots of historical societies. So just remember, you might be knowing about one, but there are a lot of societies that you can kind of take away a little bit of history from when it comes to Halloween. But when it comes to carving pumpkins or turnips, as it started out, I suggest anybody look into it. Now, with my nails and me going with a more pagan style, I just did some iconic things. I did the Ouija board, which I know people think is evil, but honestly, it was not created for evil. Did you guys know that the swastika? This is how I hate history. This is why I hate people. They put so many different meanings. Everything comes out bad in the end. The swastika was never meant as a symbol of hate, or, it predates Hitler and Germany by hundreds of years, and it was always a good symbol. And because of Hitler, it has this stigma attached to it now. And obviously that is a painful symbol for a lot of people. Now, Halloween has this stigma, especially with Christianity. And it shouldn't have ever really gotten a stigma, because with the pagans and, now you have Roman, Catholic, Christianity, coming along, people watching these fall festivals and the celebration of harvest, and there here comes the fear. Lack of education, lack of getting to know each other, lack of coming together as a society and trying to be understanding of each other. And that's where all these stigmas come from. Halloween was never meant as a bad thing. It was meant as a good thing. And that's why my frustration happens when I like to celebrate Halloween, and especially paying homage to the history of it and being, excited about where it came from and the truth about it. And then you have people that say like, oh, that's evil. That's the devil's. It's like, no, this was before the devil. Sweetheart, this was before. These people didn't believe in the devil. They didn't believe in the Christian God that you believe in. It had nothing to do with Satan. Like, that's why I chose the pagan view. Now, these are all my opinions. I did not look at Google. I did not look anywhere for facts. Just talking about opinions and what I love about Halloween. And I love the pagan history about it. So we are going in with the 5-point star, the pentagram, and then also with the Ouija board, you get the yes, you get the no. And I went in with a moon, which I love, harvest moon, these orange blood red moons and harvest season. Even farmers have their little, nuances that stem from actual pagan belief. And, like harvesting during a blood moon or a red moon. Sailors, what is it? Oh, I can't even remember the saying. So many things throughout history just transform. Some get stigmas, some get, highlight reels, and people uphold it. But just remember, do your research. Most everything honestly starts from a good concept. People trying to do good, and because other people don't understand it, they think it's bad. People are just haters. So here we're going in with a cobweb, and what I'm doing, all right, so you saw me going in with the acrylic and the 3D brush. All I did was just web around some weird shit, right? It reminds me of Venom, like when Venom has his transformation and you see all that's what that reminds me of. But I had to have it. I love it. And if you guys ever want to do lettering like the love nails that I did, it's so easy. Just try it. It's not like a 3D flower. You just pick up tiny little wet beads and skim them around the nail and make them look cool. Lettering's pretty easy when you do it like that. This isn't lettering though. Obviously the acrylic 3D that I did, I went in with a nude so that I could see it, but then I just went over it with black paint gel, and then I'm going in with black paint gel designs with the moon and the no and all of it, the yes and the pentagram, and I'm just going in with some little starbursts. And after I'm done with all of my black gel paint design, I go in with our rhinestone glue, our diamond rhinestone gel, and I build up. So I painted the nails matte before I'm going in with any of these designs. I painted the nails matte. I got that matte foggy look for the background, and then I'm going in with the stark black gel paint designs, and I want everything that I designed in the black gel paint to pop with a shine. So I'm going over it with our crystal rhinestone glue, and this is really thick glue, and it does need cured. It is a gel. It's like a shiny gel top coat, but very, very thick. This does not cure sticky. It has no inhibition layer or tackiness to it. Once it is cured, it cures hard, and it is non-wipe, but it is super thick, great for rhinestones, but also great for, here you go, making things pop. I love this. I really do. This design is just so fun. I was so excited to get to do this design. I drew out a whole design and never even did it. I decided for this. So if you guys would like to join the Spotlight Collab Challenge, it will be coming again in like 2 months maybe. Here you guys go. DM on Instagram at Spotlight Collab Challenge. We would love to have you. I would love to have you. We are trying to grow this group. The more, the merrier. Please hit us up. I love you guys. Bye.